God wants us to apply this to the churches. So everybody that goes to a church, apply this to your own church. Worldwide. We're not talking just about the United States or Canada. I'm talking about India. I'm talking about Africa, South America, talking about the Orient. Apply this to your church. Have you and your church lost the first love? You've talked about churches you've been to that have been so busy that you wonder how in the world people could do all the stuff that they had in the bulletin. It went from Sunday all the way Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to the next Sunday. They had something every night, and sometimes in the morning and the afternoon and the night. And you say, how in the world could they do all of that? They were busy.
Yeah, busy. And in Ephesus, he applauded them for their busyness, but their busyness had preoccupied them, and they put their work before their worship.
Had kept them from loving the Lord.
That's right, because they were just it was all about doing instead of being. And Jesus, this is something I would just like for you to hear, that he wants your love for him more than all of your service combined. And it's a love relationship, as you've emphasized before, John, that he has invited us into a love relationship, and yes, we have opportunity to serve him, but our service is to be an expression of our worship. So in other words, we never cease to worship him, and as we worship him flows our work. So somebody out there putting your work before your worship. If you are, it becomes mechanical, perfunctory, it becomes drudgery. And Jesus said in verse 7, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcomes, I'll give the right to eat from the tree of life in the paradise of God. In other words, he will give you, the paradise of God is his presence, to eat of it is his word. It means that he will give you that awareness of his presence in your life. You will live in his presence.
You'll come alive again.
Yes, and if you don't, then he says he'll remove your lampstand. And you know, I've been to Ephesus, I'm sure you have too, and it's all ruins. There's no church in the city of Ephesus.
It's a beautiful city, and
it's all rocks lying on the ground.
That's right. I've been to Ephesus. I can see why Paul wanted to go there for 3 years, and I can see why John and Timothy wanted to go there, because it was a gorgeous city, and they've restored a lot of it right now, and it had a harbor and all kinds of things that were just tremendous. And they must have had a wonderful church at that time, because, you know, Paul was your pastor, Timothy was there, John came there. You had tremendous leadership. So there had to be a time when things were really going on for the Lord, and they loved the Lord. But something happened along the way, and this was it. And today it doesn't exist.
That's right. And I think that's a lesson for us personally also, that will faith in Jesus be passed to the next generation in our families and amongst our neighborhood, you know, our friends. And I feel like the conviction in Ephesus was of busyness, where they put their work before their worship.